Low profile bait casting reels. If you're new to them, we're going to show you how to cast them today. Welcome back to the Googan Lab. Low profile bait casting reels, they fit in the hand really well. There's a lot that you can do with these that you can't do with a spinning rod. So they are very effective and they have a lot of torque, power for cranking fish in. So there's a couple of key features that you want to mess with before you go out and you just try to cast this thing. So first thing is your cast control knob. It's about the same on every single reel, but you're going to want to turn that up if you're a beginner to about where your lure is not going to drop when you press the release right here, the thumb bar. So I'm going to turn this up. I'm going to start with it up high. I'm going to press my release and the line is not coming out. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to back that cast control knob off until that lure just barely starts to fall. There it goes. So the reason for adjusting the cast control knob like that is because you have to control the spool with your thumb on a bait caster. And when you're first starting, it takes a practice to get the hang of that. So adjusting that cast control knob up is going to help you from getting backlashes. And that's what everyone is worried about when you first start fishing these bait casting reels, is the backlashes. So the second thing that you're going to do is adjust your brakes. Now this is going to be different on most reels. Some are centrifugal, some are magnetic, just depends on the reel that you're using. The one I'm using here today is centrifugal. So I'm going to adjust the brakes from the side of my reel. And if you're new to this, I would go at least half of your brakes on and maybe 2/3. So you can adjust the brakes, turn those up. That's going to really prevent your backlashes as well. So now that you got all that set, it is time to make your first cast. And the release point is really important. I find that it's about 10 o'clock. So it's a little higher than what you would think. You would think it would be straight out like this, but you actually want it to be a little higher. So the first thing you want to do is press your release on your reel, the thumb bar right there, and you're going to hold the spool with your thumb. And you want to practice that line sliding through that thumb pressure. And you're going to slowly add thumb pressure as your lure is getting close to the water. So you're going to slowly hit the brakes. It's like going to a stop sign. You don't want to just slam the brakes right at the end. You want to just slowly enter the brakes. So we're going to release at 10, slow down on the spool with our thumb, and we're going to make a nice, easy splash into the water. There you go. Perfect. So the biggest mistake you can make is making a cast and not putting your thumb on that spool. So make sure to start with it on there and don't try to make a heavy cast your first few times. Just nice and easy. Get the hang of that. Get the hang of the timing on adding that pressure, gradual pressure. Eventually, you can really get into it, make a big, powerful cast. But starting off slow until you get the rhythm of it. Now it sounds easy when you say it, but it really does take some practice. So get out there, cast until you get it down. And then I think you're going to find that a bait casting reel is very advantageous for many different lures. So thank you for tuning in here. If you want to see more tips and tricks, subscribe right here to the Googan Lab.